This is what I woke up to this morning. So I guess you can tell by this opening that this video is not going to be my usual. I like to give you guys videos that are informative, but also entertaining. And today, the entertaining part is not going to happen. More snow last night, obviously. So I'm indoors. For those of you who don't already know, I'm the Frugal Gardener, and I garden in the hills of West Virginia. But today, sometimes reality just smacks you in the face. And this is going to be one of those videos. I hope you guys stay with me on this because it is very important. And I usually don't say very important, but I've been tracking this. I've been researching. There's something going on that is going to affect all of us. It's actually affecting us now. This is approximately a quarter of the seeds that I have. I save seeds all the time. I've been saving seeds, I don't know, probably since the beginning. And I keep these in my deep freezer usually, except for obviously when the spring comes. I'm showing you these for a reason. Not too long ago, I posted a video explaining about the price of seeds increasing and how Dollar Tree basically doubled the price of their seeds with no explanation. But it goes a lot deeper than that. I actually stopped working on 2 other videos to do this video. Well, 1, because the weather is bad, but 2, because this is something that you guys really, really need to know. So, pop quiz. What does Walmart, Dollar Tree, and let's say Home Depot, what do they all have in common? I'll answer that question in a second. So the reason why I have these seeds out has to do with what's going on behind the scenes. Back in, I have the wrong card up here. I want to show you this card first. Here we go. So in 2020 to 2021, around the time of the pandemic, this is the amount of households that garden. 39.1 million households. I guess people were home and they had money issues, and we all had issues with being able to find what we needed at the supermarket. So this was a good way to solve that problem. Now, that came out to roughly 35 to 43% of the people actually started growing their own food. Now, that figure, that's less than half. So now, fast forward, and like I said, I spent a lot of time researching this. To last year, obviously we don't have figures from this year. So last year, look at the jump from 39 million households to 90 million households. The percentage jumped from 35% to 71%. So, it's just right there, self-explanatory. This is why I said reality smacks you in the face. The fact of the matter is, the stores, including the big box stores, especially the big box stores that come up with the seeds that we buy, and not just the seeds that we buy. Like I said to you in the opening, this is not just about the price of seeds going up. This is not just about shortages. But for those of you who missed that video, I'm going to just briefly, very, very briefly, so stick with me. Those of you who already heard this or have already seen the other video. When the seeds are in the stores this early, We're into February now. When the seeds are in the stores in January, and the average temperature in Walmart, I looked it up, is in the low 70s, and you wait until April or May to purchase your seeds, then those seeds are sitting in 70 plus degree temperatures January, February, March, April, and you're not doing yourself any favors because the germination rate is going to drop. Not only is the germination rate going to drop, your selection is going to be more limited because people are starting to buy earlier. Now, here's the big thing. This is uh, actually a couple more things. And again, this is the reason why I'm making this particular video. What I did not realize is that the average gardener spends $750 a year. I mean, I was really shocked to read that figure the other day. That is that's about double what I spent. So I don't know what they're buying that's costing that kind of money. But yeah, this is what's happening. People are spending way more money than what I expect you guys probably also spend. And 54% of the people who are now gardening say that they're doing it because of the cost of food. The food costs are increasing and they're still going up. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to have a ton of people out there that are going to be gardening that haven't been gardening, and that is going to be a problem for us, for you guys who've been doing this year after year, for gardeners who like to wait until mid to late spring. You're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem with selection. You're going to have a problem with not being able to find what you want. And it's not just going to be seeds, like I said. So the answer to the question is those three stores all have their lawn and garden products out right now. They put their lawn and garden products out in January. So here's the shocker. Well, I guess there's probably several shockers in this. It's not just Walmart. It's not just Home Depot. It's not just Dollar Tree. It's also Ollie's. And I never heard of Ollie's until I moved down to West Virginia. But apparently Ollie's also has a lawn and garden section. Their equipment is out. And when I say equipment, I'm talking about the whole 9 yards. I'm talking about, garden hoses, planters. You mentioned seeds already. Lawn care products, pots, seed starters, potting soil, you name it. Everything that you would normally buy in the spring is on the shelves now. And I left off at Ollie's, but the list goes on. Lowe's, Sam's, Rural King, which is another one I never heard of until I moved out here. This is a very popular chain down south. Costco, and well, I was going to put Target on the list, but we no longer shop at Target, so I'm leaving that off the list. The bottom line is that everybody and their mother is going to be out buying stuff. They're actually out getting this stuff now. As I said in the previous video, most of these seed companies do not promulgate their own seeds. They do not produce their own seeds. They buy these seeds from other countries, companies like Burpees and Gurneys. They do produce a lot of their own seeds, but they don't produce 100% of their seeds. A lot of these seeds come from Brazil and China and a bunch of other places. So once these seeds are gone, you're going to start seeing sold out. You're going to start seeing shortages. I go to Burpee's website from time to time and a couple of other ones. Last year, there were a couple of fruit trees that I wanted to buy. And all I saw was sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. So the reality is you're not going to be able to do like you have been doing. And the other reality is, I don't want to say price gouging, although I do believe that in the case of Dollar Tree, it is price gouging. How the heck do you go have 100% increase in 1 year without any sort of explanation? I mean, I may have missed it, but I did search. I tried my best to find an answer. I did not contact the company. I did talk to the cashier, and she was clueless. She basically said she wasn't there last year, so that's a whole nother story. Fact of the matter is, everything is more expensive than it was, and it's just simple math. If you're going from 35% to 71% or 70% in like a 5-year period, then unless the stores are going to double the amount of, let's say, watering cans, double the amount of mulch, double the amount of whatever it is, there's not going to be enough for everybody. It has been a theory of mine, and now it's no longer a theory. And I've told you guys before that, yeah, there are going to be a lot more people gardening because you have basically three choices. If you don't have enough money to feed your family, to keep the lights on, you're either going to go to the food pantry, the food line. You're going to steal, or you're going to grow your own. It's just kind of a no-brainer. It's kind of common sense, and this is the reason why I'm saying you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be out there that weren't out there, and they're getting out there now. These stores have figured it out, and this is the reason why they usually, when I go to Walmart or a few of these other stores in January, you may see a couple of a couple of seed displays, but you don't see everything out like it is now. And it could be in part because they are afraid of the tariffs, because the plan for the tariffs is no tariff, in my opinion. No plan. It's up on one day, off the next day. So they probably just got a lot of this stuff now. So the reason why I brought up why I brought up that the seeds are coming from other countries is because you can't just make a phone call. If you're Walmart or Sam's or Home Depot or Dollar Tree, Dollar General, any one of those dollar stores, and just say, send me more seeds. It takes a long time for those seeds to work their way through the pipeline, and most likely you're not going to see those shelves replenished, those displays replenished. Once those seeds are gone, that's probably going to be it. And now the reality is we are actually 44 days away from the spring equinox. This is February. February is a short month. So the next month is spring. And I mean, forget what the groundhog says. The groundhog says 6 more weeks of bad weather, but you can't really depend on that either. So, I'm trying to throw in a little humor, but this is a very serious conversation. People are going to wait because I know this is the way it used to be for me. And I know a lot of you guys, you're busy. I get it. I understand it. And you wait until the weather starts getting better before you go out and you start getting your mulch and your seeds and everything else that you want to get. So I'm urging you, if you haven't figured it out already, if you can afford it, go and buy what you can now. March the 20th is the first day of spring, and a lot of people have already started. I have been in these stores, well, a few of them. That's another thing I wanted to add. I can't say that these displays and this equipment is out in every store across the whole country, But I did check, and I know that in some of these stores, in certain parts, of certain areas of the country, they do have this out. So my suggestion is for you guys to go ahead and get this now as soon as possible. So there's one last thing I want to show you. So this represents the seeds that I've purchased in the last couple of months. I'm showing you this because, you know, I'm hoping that you get into the habit of buying your seeds year round. Some of these I bought because I started planting my spring and summer garden. I actually start around November, December, but in certain cases, like the sorghum, I had a hard time finding these seeds a couple of years ago, so that's why I bought these now. The spinach, in the case of the spinach, this is what I would consider bulk. I buy these in the large packages because I use them a lot, and plus, like I said, I give a lot of these away to my relatives and friends. So you see right there where it says jumbo pack, and you can see that it's larger than the other ones. This was something that I didn't want to forget. I tried growing this last year, but I waited too late. So this is part of the video that I was showing you guys about new things that I wanted to try this year. But at any rate, this is the same thing with these, I think these are collard greens. This is a large pack. What I'm saying to you is this. When you buy seeds throughout the year, then you don't have that problem of being concerned about shortages. When you buy seeds throughout the year, you don't have the problem of them sitting on the shelf, roasting in the heat. You just buy them and you put them in your refrigerator, your freezer, your deep freezer. Problem is solved. So this is not all of what I purchased in the last couple of months. This is just what I wanted to put out here. I didn't think it was necessary for me to take everything out. I wanted to show you guys something that I purchased to help me attract bees to my garden, but I didn't bring it out here, so I will put that in the next video. All right, so hopefully the next video, well, the next couple of videos will be more, like I said, not just informative, but back to entertaining. I, don't want to be a buzzkill, but the reality is, I don't think anybody's talking about this. I don't think anybody is, I don't want to say sound any alarm. I don't want to sound, overly dramatic. You will probably be able to find most of what you want, but at what cost, and how many stores will you have to go to, and basically we already know that the prices are going up. And the last thing I want to say about the seeds, they're putting less and less seeds in these packs in a lot of cases. Not every company, not across the board, but you'll notice that you're getting less seeds. So that's it. I mean, you guys can do your own research. Like I always tell you, you can Google it, but the fact of the matter is, like I said, it's just common sense. If people can't, put food on the table, then it just makes sense for them to start gardening. And the more people you have gardening, it's the old rule of supply and demand. The more people that are out there that are after this stuff, the more they're going to charge, and the harder it's going to be to find. So I'm the Frugal Gardener. Thanks for spending time with me again today. I always tell you guys, when you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. I'll catch you guys in a couple of days with 2 really good videos, or at least I think they are, that I'm working on. So please subscribe, because I think that you'll like those. Enjoy your day. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Talk to you later.